Hello, my name is Grant, and I'm here with my second YouTube video. Um, I have, I think we're off to a interesting start with this pack here. Quite a few good cards, but all just kind of like same power level. Well, different power levels, but like I think they're all on the same level. Like Ikoria Ultimatum, obviously being a very high power level, but being a 7-drop. So like General's Enforcer, Eerie Ultimatum, Great Horn is fine. Maybe I'll get this Whisper Squad back, but I think I'm going to start off with General's Enforcer here. Try to get back possibly Whisper Squad, Coil Bug, even Vantasaur would be fine. But let's try to dive into White-Black Humans. I had a White-Black Humans deck yesterday. It was pretty solid. Ended up not quite getting there, but it was a good deck. So I think I just follow this up with Dronith Healer here. I don't think there's a reason to grab Scoured Barrens this early on. Dronith Healer's human. It's a cycler. It kind of just does everything. If I do end up in cycling, so be it. But yeah, it kind of fits the bill for a couple different decks. Well, being cycling one fits the bill for about every deck. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let's grab this Dronith Healer and see if we can make something of this one. Something of note is I do like having these cycling creatures with General's Enforcer. Yesterday I was playing it and I had 2 General's Enforcer and I had like 3 Inspiring Vantasaur, maybe that's what it is, the 3/6 Vigilance for 6, and it was a nice way to just like create fodder to eat with General's Enforcer early on in the league. So this is really interesting because there's like we got a dead weight here, we got a Dronith Healer, we have a Coil Bug, but I think I'm going to go with Dronith Healer again. I can possibly stay open for cycling. There is a Gopher Blood as well in this pack. Like no chance that makes it around pretty much, but like it's just like it's something of note. If I'm here, I could possibly get back Deadweight, Divine Arrow, Coil Bug, Suffocating Fumes. If I'm White-Black, so yeah, I feel fine about this pick. Staying a little bit open here after that first pack, where it was just like I didn't really have a choice except to like dive into something specific. Either I was going into like a mutate deck or I was going into like a multicolored deck kind of. I wasn't picking a Coil Bug first pick. So let's see. Alrighty, so again, another interesting pick here. Easy Prey, Bushmeat Poacher, Day Squad Marshal. All are solid, but I think what I've been seeing is like if you're playing the humans deck, this Bushmeat Poacher is just like incredible. So I think that's what I'm gonna go for here. And like I could go Vantasaur to like stay a little more open. Maybe that's what I do. This is tough. This is actually a really tough one. Like out of this pack though, I could get back so much. Like if I pick this Vantasaur, getting like Day Squad Marshal, Bushmeat Poacher, Easy Prey, Memory Leak. This will probably be picked up. I could get Gopher Blood. The problem is the other cards are so bad. Plummet Phase Dolphin, Aegis Turtle, Heightened Reflexes. But I'm going to go with Vantasaur here. Wow. Well, Rooting Moloch. I got to pick this up. This is a bummer. I was kind of hoping to be Black-White Humans, but like Moloch is just so good. And I'm going to take this Snare Tactician over Imposing Vantasaur. This card is just great. Wow. So Drowned Stinger. So this is just like, it looks like red-white cycling is wide open. So let's try to dive in and see what happens. Take this Day Squad Marshal. It's not where you want to be in red-white cycling, but you also don't want to be picking up the like hampering snare, stuff like that. And like the interesting thing about red-white cycling is like you can actually play the human anthem because like Dronith Healer, Dronith Stinger, Snare Tactician, like you get all this stuff, and the anthem for humans is like actually decent. So like maybe this Day Squad Marshal does make the deck. I'll just take Imposing Vantasaur here. This is pack 1. Whisper Squad did table, which is interesting, but like getting that late of a Rooting Moloch and drawing a Stinger, it's just like I can't pass on this this cycling deck here. So we'll get to see it in action. And like this is a very good start for cycling as well. This deck is. You guys non-creature spell. I think I'm just going to take like Blazing Volley in case I play against like humans or something. That's fine. So none of the 1-mana cyclers tabled, which they shouldn't. I'm just going to take a Suffocating Fumes. Almost surely not playing it. Day Squad Marshal. This actually was the pack where I thought there was like a bunch of unplayables. And like Day Squad Marshal tabled. So like that's nice. And like it's interesting because I might actually still end up humans. We'll see how the next couple packs go. Because like having double Day Squad Marshal, we'll see how this ends up. But like Drawn a Stinger doesn't necessarily have to be just because I've drawn a Stinger and Rooting Moloch doesn't necessarily mean I have to be playing cycling. That Helico Glider could make the cut as well. So we'll see. But yeah, pretty happy with this start. I have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1-mana cyclers, a couple like cycling kind of payoffs, as well as Drawn a Stinger. I consider that more of a cycling payoff than a 1-mana cycler, honestly. Like Drawn a Healer, you're fine with cycling it away. Drawn a Stinger, you just get to like nug your opponent for a bunch. So I'm going to take this Yorion. Companions have just been busted. They've just been completely busted, and cycling is like a pretty easy deck to be able to get like way more playables than you need. So like I could play this Helica Glider, I could play stuff like that, and just like pick up 2-mana cyclers as well. Like Suffocating Fumes could make the deck, and so I'm pretty happy to grab this Yorion, and I will try to play a 60-card deck. I just think it's really worth it. Like Yorion and a 60, like, it's just so easy. I don't know. There's just like no cost to it. Oftentimes, like I guess the cost is you don't see your bombs as often. And like now I'm I'm hyping it up so much, and now I'm taking double Flourishing Fox. Like this is an interesting one where I really hope Reptilian Reflection or Marmoset wheels, and I think there's a good chance of it. That would be really nice. But yeah, like there is a cost to it. The cost is like not seeing your bombs as much. And like Flourishing Fox is like an example of that, where like that's a card I really want to play turn 1. So having 40 cards is definitely an advantage. So we'll see. But like having a 4/5 flyer in your opening hand every time, and like the cycling deck where like a lot of it's just air, right? You're just going through your deck. It is oftentimes just like fine to do. This is really interesting because I'm still possibly on a humans deck. So I think I'm going to take this Coil Bug. I could take one of these 2-mana cyclers right here, but I'm going to take this Coil Bug and see where this goes. Wow, Valiant Rescuer. Like, I'm almost surely red-white cycling. But Skycat Sovereign, that's crazy as well. But Valiant Rescuer is just insane. Double Flourishing Fox, Valiant Rescuer. I've really got paid off this pack. And like I didn't even really move into cycling until a little later in that last pack, even though like I did take Drawn a Healer, so like it wasn't like I was totally out of it, right? I was kind of always aware of what was going on, but boom, another Drawn a Healer, and like this is looking crazy good right now. So double Flourishing Fox, triple Drawn a Healer, Valiant Rescuer, and Drawn a Stinger are all just nuts. If all works out, I won't be playing these. There's actually an off chance that this Yorion is just a 5-mana 4/5 flyer in this deck, but I'm really gonna try to play 60. We'll see. Weaponize the Monsters. I think I'm actually gonna take this. Cathartic Reunion's just fine as well. Weaponize the Monsters just allows me to like throw Valiant Rescuer tokens at people. Day Squad Marshal tokens. I think I'm going to give it a shot. Like it does give me something to kind of sink my extra mana into in the cycling deck. I haven't done it yet. I haven't played Weaponize the Monsters in a cycling deck, and I do like Cathartic Reunion in them. But like, I do like trying new things as well, and we'll see if this can do it. I have a tentative connection, so that's something. Little combo there. Huh. I think this is Clash of Titans over Forbidden Friendship. That's kind of what I'm between here. But I think I'm gonna go Clash, and I think that's just fine. Um, this spells Clash has been all right. Like it hasn't blown me away by any means. I think I'm gonna try this. Okay, so something of note is that a lot of the cycling stuff got scooped up, I believe. Like, Prickly Marmoset. Okay, so that did make it around. Okay, so we'll see. Like, I hope to not play these tentative connections, but if I get like another Weaponize the Monsters, like it definitely ends up being a possibility that I could make like a little kind of combo thing going on here with getting to steal their creatures and sack them and kill another creature possibly, and so like I think at that point when it's like you're taking either 2 mana cyclers or those, it's just worth the taking the shot at the upside. Momentum Rumbler, that's fine. That's a card that like makes the deck. You're not crazy about it. Like if you don't have like the complete nuts cycling deck, then it makes it, and just it's fine. It's just fine. All right, so Mythos, so Splendor Mare looking good here. And yeah, that's Splendor Mare. Maybe this Clash of Titans makes it back around. But yeah, Splendor Mare is just excellent. Really, really like this card. And like with a Flourishing Fox or something like that, it's pretty impressive. Like you can just make a Flourishing Fox so big. So I think I gotta go Fire Prophecy here over like Prickly Marmoset or Vantasaur. Fire Prophecy is just so good. It's like the key removal spell to like all decks in this format. I think like it's insane. It's 2 mana for 3 damage to a creature, and then you get to just like loot away something, and that's the upside of that is just like incredible. Like I think I've pretty much trophied like every deck that I've had like 3 Fire Prophecies in, just because it's just like you get to pick off stuff, like you get to pick off stuff against the cycling deck and stuff like that, and then you also just get to like get rid of your excess lands, and or you get to dig into a land or like whatever, and then like fail cases that you just don't. You just do 3 damage, and so yeah, Fire Prophecy's just been incredible, and maybe earlier in the format I would have taken the Prickly Marmoset, but right now I'm pretty positive that Fire Prophecy is just the correct pick. I think this is a pretty easy go for blood for me here. Regal Leosar is not even a consideration in these decks. The only other thing would be imposing Vantasaur, but go for blood being a spell that you can actually like want to use sometimes is just makes it an easy pick. Valiant Rescuer, I would love the Sanctuary Lockdown, but let's go wide instead. I can go big, I can go wide, I can go big again. So yeah, Valiant Rescuer, just great. Yeah, like that humans deck is pretty open, like Bastion and the other thing, Bushmeat Poacher. But let's just grab this Cathartic Reunion here. That's fine. I think I'm gonna bail on Tentative Connections here, unless I get another Weaponize the Monsters. Like if I do, then I could end up going. Then I could end up going like a 60-card deck, because the 3 Tentative Connections I can kind of buff it up a little bit there, but I think for the time being, I'm going to just stick with this plan. I'm going to go ahead and grab a Spontaneous Flight. I don't play it that often, but we'll see. Opposing Vantasaur, 1-mana cycler. That's all I need to hear. Lava Serpent. So like Helica Glider doesn't probably make the deck at this point. So Blitz, I have... So like a lot of times in these decks, you'll have a lot of instants and sorceries to cycle through. I only have 6 others. One's Weaponize the Monsters. So it's just like not something I want to be. So I'm actually like... I think I'm actually playing Perimeter Sergeant in this deck. So let's grab that. Because like with the Draweth Healers, having the double Draweth Healer, the double Day Squad Marshal, it just ends up being something that's pretty decent. Wow, an Imposing Vantasaur tabled. That's really nice. Imposing Vantasaur tabled. That's really nice. Wow, this deck is solid. So there's no way I'm playing 60 cards. Yorion is gonna make the deck, though. I don't think I need Momentum Rumbler. I don't think I need Spontaneous Flight. And I think this could pretty easily be a 13 lander. I don't have like... Oh, wow. Sanctuary Lockdown? Yeah, like I'm slamming this. So I do need to find another cut here. Then I think it might be... It's probably just Weaponize the Monsters. Let's do that. But yeah, like double Valiant Rescuer, triple Draweth Healer, double Day Squad Marshal. Yorion has a little bit of synergy with the Day Squad Marshals. This is just sweet. The Humans deck was pretty wide open, though, it looks like. I would have had this Sanctuary Lockdown and a Bastion. But like I think this cycling deck is better than the Humans deck that I would have had. Like I'm trying to think if I just cut this Clash of Titans. I think it's pretty close. But I think 13 lands is fine with this. And like I want to be, yeah, I want to have, that's too many. Maybe I do want to go 14. What if I do that and cut Clash? Yeah, that might be best, just to be safe about like having a Plains in the opener, because that's what you really want, right? Is a turn 1 Flourishing Fox, and this can just go off. Like turn 1 Flourishing Fox, turn 2 Valiant Rescuer, and like there's almost no way this deck loses, it seems like. It's just like you just get a cycle. So what do I have? Like one, I got 6, and the Gopher Blood. Like yeah, it's just like I think this should be really good if I just like hit my land drops. Obviously flooding out is an issue, but like this deck has so much like low power. Like Flourishing Fox plus the Valiant Rescuers is like so much power early on, and then like having Yorion, Rooting Moloch late, that I think I shouldn't have too big of a problem like closing out a game before I like flood out pretty badly. So let's keep our fingers crossed for it. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. I don't think I'm ever going to cycle anything with a hand like this prior to having like Valiant Rescuer out. White, green, that bodes well for Valiant Rescuer sticking around. Let's go ahead and do this. Opponent's got to attack into this. If they have a creature, that's good for them. If they have First Strike, that's interesting. Let's just go ahead and go Snare Tactician. That actually probably should have been Prickly Marmoset right there. I wonder if my opponent has like blue and is going to give that Helica Glider flying as well. put vigilance. Sure, not a big deal. Then I'm just going to go ahead and Prickly Marmoset, cycle a Vantasaur on my opponent's turn. So I got to tap down Helica Glider. Let's tap that down. Prickly Marm gets pumped a bit here. All right, sweet. Checkpoint Officer. Sure. All right, so doing a bit of flooding here. But it's not too bad. So let's go ahead and trigger here, tap down Keensight Mentor. My opponent will probably pay to pump the Helica Glider. Does not. Okay, so that effectively just signals to me that they have the 2 damage to attacking creature, but like at the same time, I'm just going to attack with prickly, or 4 damage, excuse me. I'm not sure if I said 2 right there, but 4 damage to attacking creature, but I'm still just going to attack with Prickly Marmoset. It's just like, sure, go ahead and pick it off, that's fine. Okay, and they don't. That's interesting. Kind of would have thought they would have wanted to get that. All right, Helica Glider. It's flying on that one. Let's go ahead and cycle Jonathan Healer. Yeah, I am flooding out pretty bad here, though, actually. Kind of thought I was going to be able to get in under, and that's not happening. Rooting Moloch, though. So I just cast Rooting Moloch, I believe. Yeah, let's cast Rooting Moloch. Let's get back an Imposing Vantasaur. No, I guess Dronith Healer's fine. Yeah, Dronith Healer's fine. I am going to start needing to do a little something here, though. Like, I'm not putting enough pressure on my opponent to make it a bad situation. Like, I'm not actually, like, just kind of like based, oh, wow, they hold back with everything. That's got to be wrong, because, like, I've got to have inevitability in this matchup. And, yeah, so I'm happy with them holding back there. First Strike Vigilance, so I can't attack with anything into Helica Glider. Sure. Yeah, I just don't see it as my opponent having inevitability in this one. All right, so I'm going to keep this land in hand, these lands in hand, cycle this Vantasaur on their turn, tap down this Helica Glider, and like maybe I can draw into something. Maybe I can draw into something decent here. It's interesting. At this point, Flourishing Fox, though, for instance, is just like something that I can't. Flourishing Fox is something that like I have to cycle away. So let's cycle this Imposing Vantasaur. Tap that down. Yeah, these decks are just busted. I do think my opponent should have been attacking, though. Wow. Okay, so Sanctuary Lockdown. I will play out a land for that, because it just means I can spend this turn tapping down 2 of their things, and my board is just huge now. This is nuts. Like, I guess I can just attack. What is this? Sure. So what if I just cycle Imposing Vantasaur? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I would have cycled that into Lava Serpent, cycled that to tap down Essence Symbiote. Yeah, and that's just ridiculous. I just wanted to, what I want to play around is like, when you get to a point like that in a game, I think you just need to play around whatever you can afford to. And right there, it was just like, okay, I think I have a board that was lethal almost no matter what. And so I really just didn't want to see, I really didn't want to see the White Mythos and have me sacrifice my entire board. So that was what I kind of chose as my play around. So let's keep this. Rooting Moloch, I just love it with Flourishing Fall, or with Yorion as well. So, yep, let's go ahead and cast this. Sure. All right. I think I take that, though. I guess that kind of commits me to taking the next hit from it as well. Yeah, we'll see. I could always just... Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll block the main serval. It appears that my opponent... Like, the cost of attacking with it is almost nothing. And I can just get the Flourishing Fox back with Rooting Moloch if I need to. So there's Helica Glider. Flying, presumably. Wow, well, this is a flat out right here. And this is kind of brutal. Because I'm going to take a beating from this Rooting Moloch. Keensight Mentor. Okay. Or take a beating from this Almighty Brushway. I might have said Rooting Moloch there. Yeah, this is... I'm playing 14 lands, I'm pretty sure, right? That's what I put in my deck, and I got 8 in my first 13. Just means that I have less lands to finish this game with. Alright, so... Snags a land. This Helica Glider gets me for 3. We'll see if this Brushwag attacks. I will just block with Rooting Moloch for sure. Okay, does not pump it with Keensight Mentor. Oof. Come on, deck. Like, I just need to be able to put something else recycled into my graveyard for this Yorion. That's what needs to happen right now, and that is not happening. Sure, so it doesn't want to swing with the Brushwag. Alright, so let's do this. Let's Cathartic Reunion. Yeah, I think I Valiant Rescuer cycled Droneth Healer. I think I have to go wide like pretty soon here. Yeah, this is getting rough. This is getting pretty rough. Yeah, so Helica Glider is a 4/4 now. Excavation Mole, I don't really mind. Oh. Okay, so decides to pump it this time ahead of schedule. Okay, so that Go for Blood doesn't really do anything for me. So if I go Yorion, though, I can get a chump in here. So let's bounce this Rooting Moloch. guess it doesn't bounce until next turn, which is kind of annoying. So I'm going to have to cycle this Go for Blood, or the end of turn, at least. I pretty much just need like more cycling stuff. Oh. Yeah. All right, so now I need the... I guess I go on Go for Blood. Just because like I have a shot at like cycling, Flourishing Fox fighting the Helicoglider. It's not looking good though. Yeah, fully grown. That would have been a brutal beatdown. That would have killed me for sure. Let's think. What else could I fight with this? I could fight the Brushwag if my opponent's pumped already. Majestic Auricorn. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I thought it was the one that pumped the team. Tis not. Gaining 4 life is not a big deal. Like, I guess I probably should have just taken this. I at least wouldn't have died this turn. Sanctuary Lockdown is excellent. So let's go ahead and fight Rooting Moloch to Keensight Mentor. Wow. Sanctuary Lockdown was huge. So I'm going to get a tap-down Helicoglider with 2 of these. I'm going to need to put a lot of beef in front of this Auricorn. Just because it can pump a couple times. Yeah. So that can go up to 11 there. Oh, fight is 1. I think I'm still all right, though. Yeah, because like if my opponent passes this, maybe I should have tapped a Valiant Rescuer for one of those. That was probably more correct. So I put Vantasaur, Moloch, human here. Yeah, I should have tapped Valiant Rescuers down. That was bad. So this can go up to 11. It can't go up to 12. That Keensight Mentor. Wow, that had to be the turn that they attacked. Because these Day Squad Marshals are going to go pretty nuts here, I think. So I get to go Day Squad Marshal, and I get it tapped down. This time Helicoglider. I probably just tap down Helicoglider and cycle this Flourishing Fox. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. Sure. All right, well, I guess lands are a good thing at this point in the game. So let's tap down Helicoglider with Rescuer, since I have no intention of blocking with those. If I can avoid it, at least. Okay. So we can cycle the Fox. Yeah, this is going to get pretty darn out of hand here. Sweet. So that means I can go Day Squad Marshal, cycle the Vantasaur here. Let's cycle a Vantasaur. Ooh, that's really nice, actually. But first things first, let's tap down that Helica Glider again. Plays Plains, okay. So let's tap this down, and I think this should pretty much wrap it up. Tap down the Rescuers. Cycle this Imposing Vantasaur. And then, like, on my turn, I can cycle Splendor Mare and just get in for a massive amount. This Auricorn could pump up to 14. Okay. Sweet. I think my opponent should have been attacking a little earlier in this one. But so let's see. This is if my opponent blocks 7, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. They have what, 5 blockers, so they can block 7, 4. So 7, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So I'll get through with 3, 20. Yeah, this is lethal. I can also actually cycle right here and tap down main serval. Just to be extra safe. That was stupid, actually. I should have tapped down Auricorn. Like, just for best magic, because, like, Auricorn, I could have like, done Lifelink here or something like that. But I guess Fertilid, that's smart. Just no chance of that. Sure, and that's a lot of damage. That's what that is. Yeah, I think that's 30 plus coming through right there. Sweet. Well, that was kind of an interesting one, but like I haven't seen. Yeah, as they said, they had a ram through, so like that was one of those things where it's like you gotta take the shot while you can, and yeah, so they pretty much said, yeah, had a ram through my deck, and would have won if they had done that, because they would have been able to just pretty much send through 11 damage with going Brushwag fighting or punching a human or something like that. So, or Majestic Auricorn, I guess it is now, but yeah, so that's interesting. But let's run back. I'm pretty sure I keep this. Actually, I'm going to ship it. I'm going to look for something like Flourishing Fox. There we go. So like this is just like a way better hand. Let's keep it. Put back Perimeter Sergeant. Yeah. Cast that. And I might just Splendor Mare and try to just go all in on this thing right away. I don't know. That could be wrong. Maybe I just drain a Stinger first. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to start sinking everything into this. Seems like a good way to win. Okay. Yeah, Yeah, but I'll cast that. All right. Yeah, this deck just feels so busted. And like this, I'm just gonna get a whip up a 1/1 here, and then yeah, I just go to town. Day Squad Marshal. If I get the human Anthem enchantment, yeah, this is just gonna go really well. So yeah, come on, nothing too broken. I'm curious if they're red-white cycling and playing this Rugged Highlands. Like, I almost never have space for even like the red-white. Okay, so they're playing more colors than that. They're not just red-white cycling. Swing with this human soldier. Yeah, like I guess these like these Day Squad Marshals have been a little annoying. Like they were good in the game where I was like able to like tap stuff down, but like they've been a little annoying in the sense that it's just like they're not cycling cards. But yeah, my opponent's like going all in on multiple colors, and this Sabertooth is more just like a control card. Kind of seems like. Ferocious Tigerilla. Gets trample. All right, sure. So let's go ahead and cycle this right off the bat here. I think if I got another cycler, I would attack with Flourishing Fox. And do not. Swing with Day Squad. I assume it just gets blocked by Sabertooth. Yeah. Run out another Day Squad. I'm starting to kind of feel like I need less lands in this deck, though. Like, what can I play on my sideboard? Also, every game Weaponize the Monsters actually seems like it would have been decent. It would have to just be like a Suffocating Fumes or something like that. Sure. Yeah, Regal Leosaur is not something I'm particularly concerned about. That's just a cycle right there. All right, well, let's go ahead and... I think I'm just going to swing with Day Squad here. This gets blocked by Tigerilla, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, first strike? No. Double strike. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, just not that big of a deal. The bigger deal is that I need to stop drawing lands, so I'm 7 deep. I guess that means I'm playing 14, so 7 more in the 25, so about 1 out of every 3 draws, I guess. It's weird though. My opponent is some sort of odd cycling deck here. Like, doesn't seem like they really have it. Okay, yeah, like double strike. I guess they can threaten an attack with Ferocious Tigerilla next turn. Shoot. Like, I just don't think like even that's big. I don't think that's that big of a deal. I guess. Like, if they do that, I just get a like. I don't know. Like, if I get a cycling card, I get a crack back with this Flourishing Fox. Okay. So they're not doing any of that. Just casting an Imposing Vantasaur. Yeah. Again, like, I should just have inevitability in these games. Let's go ahead and cycle the Imposing Vantasaur. I think this is just better as a cycler. It's just until your next turn, right? Until the end of your next turn, yeah. So I think it's just better to cycle this. Like, I'm just going to keep pumping up this Flourishing Fox, getting tokens with this Valiant Rescuer. I think that's better than trying to fight something here. Yep, cycle here. All right, I won't play my lands anymore. Yorion, I guess I just run out. Yeah, Yorion seems fine. It's just like, okay, like I can start putting a clock on my opponent. And I've also gone very, very wide. Okay. Done. All right, well, Cathartic Reunion is going to be a solid draw when I get that eventually. And yeah, like, this is weird. Like, this deck has been a little grindier than I expected. Yeah, so I would have got to go Imposing Vantasaur, cycled it into an Opposing Vantasaur, which I would have got into Fire Prophecy, which I would have gone into Rooting Moloch. Yeah, so like, okay, so that was just some gas right there. That would have been a pretty strong next turn or two. So yeah, this deck is solid. This deck is solid. Turns out. Sweet. Let's keep it. All right. Looks like my deck has the same plan for me. Few too many land, but just not that big of an issue. Shit, I think I'm going to cycle Imposing Vantasaur. Let's cycle Draft Healer. Oh, Fire Prophecy? Oh no. Okay, wow. I was actually not going to attack. So that's very nice of them. I was going to stay back just in case they had the Divine Arrow, but like they clearly don't, so I think I can swing into this now. Or at least they clearly didn't last turn, so let's just go for it. Yeah, Perimeter Sergeant. Looking pretty soft right here, but I can just Fire Prophecy this next play, hopefully. Ferocious Tigerilla, I can. Pitch a Mountain and get in for 6. Ooh, that's real nice. Yeah, Valiant Rescuer is very good with Perimeter Sergeant. Just another little tidbit. Savai Sabertooth, sure. All right, that's fine. I get a hitter for 7, and then I play a 4/5 flyer. So done. All right, the old Vigilance-ish. And that's game. Sweet. Well, let's try to wrap this one up. I'm like still thinking if I should play this Clash of Titans. Like it seems like almost every game I've had more lands than I'd like, but like at the same time, it's just like it's I've still 2-0-2-0'd each match, and like I think this is fine. I really do want to have like turn 1 Flourishing Fox, turn 2 Valiant Rescuer, and like oftentimes like you have to like cycle stuff to like get to your 2-drop sometimes, and like I don't really want to burn my cyclers to do that. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I can just get there in the finals. But yeah, with like Sanctuary Lockdown's been great. Day Squad Marshal, not so much, but like it's been fine. So yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy how good of a humans deck this would have been too. Like I guess I don't know if I saw another General's Enforcer. Alright, playing Gimli. Let's keep. It's fine. It's... I would obviously rather have a couple more land, but like, I guess after talking all that smack on my deck, it might punish me with no land this game. And maybe I was wrong to keep that. But let's do this. We'll cycle Lava Serpent. Brutal. Brutal. So let's pitch Perimeter Sergeant. Yeah, my deck is paying me back here big time. Paying me back big time. So let's go Snare Tactician. That's actually just... Hitting the land is great. And now I can, like... Snare Tactician into... Okay. Sure. That's bad. So I can Day Squad Marshal now. Yeah, I'm really behind in this, though. I can't Day Squad Marshal. That's game. I think I should have a pretty solid matchup against this, though. We'll see, though. We'll see. I mean, I probably shouldn't have kept a one-lander there. Like, it was a one-lander that had really, like, nothing early going on for me as well. Like, maybe if I had a Valiant Rescuer in the hand, it would have been a fine keep. But, like, I think, like, if he's planning on making me sacrifice creatures like that, that is going to go well for me. So, yeah, I should have shipped that last hand. Pretty sure of that. I won't cycle anything right here now, though. Ooh, Zagoth Mamba. That's actually really annoying. So I have to draw a Stinger here, and I have to kill the Zagoth Mamba because it will just do work on my creatures. Oh, easy prey. All right. Well, let's go Draweth Healer then, and hopefully he doesn't have the 3 CMC Mutate guy. That would be rough. Okay. Whew. It's like he's tapping out. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go for blood. Kill that. Pass the turn. So now I can just like Valiant Rescuer, cycle Draweth Healer. Moscow Goryak is annoying though. Maybe I can draw a land. All right, Day Squad Marshal, that's fine. So actually, Day Squad Marshal is pretty solid. Just allows me to block like Goryak and yeah, puts me in a pretty decent spot. So perfect Cathartic Reunion. Now when I flood out, I'll still be in a fine spot. Cycle here. Sure, that's fine. Get a human out of it at least. Sanctuary Lockdown, so that's sweet. I probably will... I don't know if I'm going to cycle this Draweth Healer, honestly. It's close. But I think I'll just pass. Yeah, that's fine. So let's go ahead and Sanctuary Lockdown. I won't attack with Day Squad Marshal yet. I think I should have a pretty good turn coming up here. Yeah, I'm going to block it with Day Squad Marshal. That's fine. He's got a combat trick. Void Beckoner. Yeah, like, I just really don't mind this at all. He gets to draw a card, but, like, was 1 mana off of casting Void Beckoner, which would have actually been a problem. So... yeah, I'm not too broken up about that. Let's get him with Draweth Healer. Prickly Marm. Prickly Marm should do some work. I'm able to put Cycle Splendor Mare on it and just gain a good chunk of life. Okay. Oh, back from war. Okay, so that was a very nice draw. So this means I have to... I guess I can just... shit. So fights Prickly Mom. I could cycle... Yeah, let me just try this. I'm going to cycle... Putting lifelink on the Dronith Healer. If I get a 1-mana cycler... Oh, shit. God dang it. Shit. I messed that one up. Messed that one up big time, actually. So... Yeah, so I got to Sanctuary Lockdown, tap down this Void Beckoner. Let's do that. Sure. Gets in with Coil Bug. That was a big mistake. Wow, Greater Sandworm now. So, Snare Tactician at least gives me a little action here. So I get a Cycle Dronith Healer to tap down Void Beckoner. I'm not in a good spot, though. Man, if I had cycled that Dronith Healer, although I would have killed Void Beckoner, I would have at least still had that Dronith Healer alive. Okay. Sure. Take 7. Let's tap down Coil Bug. Okay, so imposing Vantasaur is nice at least. So I get a swing. I'm just swinging with Snare Tactician actually. Shit. Okay, so yeah, I'm in a bad spot. Let's cycle this again. Yeah, frick. I'm still kicking myself over that, over punting away that cycling the other Day Squad Marshal. Okay, so opponent probably gets in for 9. Oh, just 7. Okay, so that's fine. Grim Dancer, yeah. It's not looking good. Death Touch Lifelink. So let's go Day Squad Marshal. So I'm going to tap down Greater Sandworm. I guess Yorion can shake this Mystic Subdual from Snare Tactician. Blood Curdle. Okay, sure. So that means I have to chump. Oh wow, just gives it Menace. Yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal. So that's gonna be game, and that's on me. I think I would have actually been in a pretty decent place. I guess Booten, he did have just a lot of solid cards and a lot of solid draws. But yeah, I just don't think I can. I don't think I can get there. So yeah. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the league. Bummer that I didn't get there. I think I had a shot, but yeah. Anyways, take care, and I'll be posting videos soon.